Welcome back, this is Jack. As the world already knows, Elon Musk is set to buy Twitter for $44 billion. For those who care about that kind of thing, that's roughly about $54 per share. Honestly, I do not care. I do not like Elon Musk, and I do not care if his bad management causes Twitter to collapse or whatever happens. I'm honestly only on Twitter because it's part of my job. With that said, what you should care about is how he is doing it. He is taking a $13 billion loan and using Tesla stocks for collateral. Now, your initial thought might be, okay, cool, whatever. He's taking a $13 billion loan with near 0% interest. How this works out is massive loans like that usually use the Federal Reserve's interest rates to dictate the loan, as most banks do not have $13 billion they can just toss out. At the time of this recording, it's roughly about 0%. Editor me is going to show you the exact amount by the time of editing. The reason this is a big deal is he gets to take a 0% interest loan to buy a massive company, all while paying an average tax rate over the past 5 years of 3%. Now compare that 3% to our 22%. Some initially may think it's okay that he pays less percentage-wise, because the sheer dollar amount is much higher because he makes more. Let me change the way you think about that for a second. Stop and think, who can afford to pay more? If you earn $30K a year and pay the 22% average that most working class pay, you walk away with around $23K a year. Now, how much of that goes to living expenses? On average, it costs $3,200 per month per person to live. That comes out to roughly $38,000 a year. Of course, this is usually subsidized by having roommates and various other things that we use as a stopgap. What that means, to be an independent adult here in America, you need to make at least, after taxes, $38,000 a year. Note, this is just to live. I'm not talking about having extra money to invest in yourself either by getting degrees, certificates, or starting a business. So every dollar we pay in taxes is money that's taking food from our mouth. Now how about Elon Musk? His current net worth is estimated to be $264 billion. His gains and losses throughout the year is really hard to determine, so it's really difficult to tax on that grounds, with some years being beyond record-breaking. Case in point last year. On January 1st of 2021, he was worth estimated $28 billion. At the end of the year, he was worth $170 billion. So for that reason, I'm going to work in the hypothetical. Let's say we taxed him at our rate of 22% and he made $1 billion. He would have paid $220 million. And that would leave him $780 million to spend. I'm pretty sure that would be enough for him to not miss a meal or have to decide which medications he's going to pay for. Instead, because of the 3% he pays, he would have only paid $30 million. For perspective, if you paid 3% and made $30,000 a year, you'd pay $900 in taxes a year. Still wouldn't be enough to live off of, but it would make it a little easier. With that said, taxes do need to be paid for, to pay for roads, bridges, schools, police officers, and firefighters. So because we allow people like Elon Musk to pay such a low percentage in taxes, the burden gets shifted onto me and you, making our tax rate much higher and our means of living much more difficult. So do me a favor. Tell me how Elon Musk buying Twitter is going to affect your bank account, but also consider how Elon Musk not paying his taxes, his fair share of taxes, is affecting your wallet. To fight this, I think we need a wealth tax. At the bare minimum, we need to set a base level that millionaires and billionaires cannot have to pay in taxes. They can't pay less than 22% like we do. At no point should somebody who has plenty pay less than those who are in need. Smash that subscribe button so you can stay tuned, and I can see you in the next one.